Whew, I gotta say, every time I decide I'm gonna start something new, seems to be when it is really, really cold. Today, I'm going to start my new habit of trying to do a daily walk in the morning. I'm not going to do it in my neighborhood. It's really back country roads that cannot be very safe, but there is a nearby park, so I'm going there. And it's cold. It's very cold. And if you watched my camping alone video, you know I really don't like the cold, and the cold really doesn't like me. I just arrived at the park, and I have to be honest, I'm a little nervous about getting out in the cold, but you know, you have to get started. I say that a lot because that really is one of my biggest issues, is getting started. Once you get started, I think a lot of times you can keep the momentum going a lot better. You know, objects in motion stay in motion, all of that. The whole dread, you can, or I can, let it keep me from doing the things that I want to do because I spend so much time dreading it, I never do it. One of the reasons that I really wanted to get started with my fitness so much is not just a point of being healthy, but I actually have a lot of health issues. I'm epileptic, I have sarcoidosis, I have COPD, high blood pressure, diabetes runs in my family. So there are several health issues that I would like to address with my own actions, because I don't want to be a person who has to be on medication or be in the doctor's office all the time if it is something that I myself can take care of. And getting out and being fit, eating healthy, being a non-smoker, which I have been for many years. I did smoke at one point in time because that was the cool thing to do when I was a kid. Stupid, I know. As long as I can check all the boxes and make it easier for when I do have to go to a doctor, for a doctor to take care of me, then that's what I want to do. I don't want to rely on a doctor to fix what I broke, if that makes sense. I had originally planned on going up to the fort, and I was going to work my way around on the low slope, and then eventually work my way to going up the steep slope. But I realized what I often do is I jump into things like really bang on, rush, full force, as if it's something I have been doing my entire life, when I have been working from a desk or my living room, because I work from home. I work from a desk, I work from a sofa, I work from a bed, I work from wherever my computer fits at the time. But anyway, but not being very active. And I have a really bad habit of just kind of full on jumping in and burning myself out really quick, especially with my illnesses. I will feel really great one day and I will, oh, this is it. I am going to jump in headlong and I am going to become this massive trainer, and I'm going to be so super fit and I'm going to be so super healthy. And it's actually one of the things that my husband and my kids hate about me most. I will push until I completely crash, and then I'm worthless for 2 weeks because I can't move. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to start walking laps around the bottom half of the park, where there are small slopes, but there's no really huge climb, and build myself up to the huge climb, because that's what smart people do instead of jumping headlong into things right off the bat. But I never claimed to be a smart person. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to start by walking around and enjoying the bottom and working my way slowly to the top instead of being all jump in feet first thing. Okay, look. I know my very first YouTube video was jumping in feet first, but that was to get me started. And by starting here, I am at least starting, and I am trying to do it the sustainable, healthy way this time. Whew. I don't know. That was a lot of crap. That's what that was. We'll see. If I'm completely honest, I'm so cold. My fingers are going numb. My nose is going numb. My ears are going numb. It's actually going pretty good. Getting outside, that's what it always does. It makes me feel so much better. I forget that. I think a lot of times when you get so busy with work, you spend a lot of time on a computer like I do. You're busy with day-to-day life and you forget how good it feels just to be out in nature, even when it's cold. But it has begun to warm up a little bit. And yeah, so far, it's going pretty good. I was hoping I'd get to see these guys again. They crossed in front of me yesterday morning. I did not want to do this today, and it's my own fault. I woke up like I normally do at 4:30 every morning, but I woke up this morning before my husband, and because I didn't want to bother him, I picked up my phone and I immediately started scrolling. He looked at me and he was like, "Go back to sleep." I was like, "I tried that. I can't." Continued to scroll. Then he eventually got up, got ready for work, left, drove 2 towns over, got to work, called me to let me know that he was at work, and I was still scrolling on my phone, which I think happens to a lot of us. And that put me kind of behind on everything, and it made me not want to do anything, and it left me in a position of just kind of feeling cruddy about my day. But despite that, I am still going to take my butt to the park and get my walk on, which I'm proud of me for. I give myself a pat on the back. At least I didn't quit when I kind of wanted to. I made all kinds of excuses today for reasons why not to do it, and I'm still doing it. So I hope you're still following your goals too. But hey, look at that. It's a balmy 38 degrees this morning. Okay, so when I first got here this morning, as soon as I pulled up, I noticed that there were deer running through the park, and I thought I would walk down and see if I couldn't go around behind them and get a shot. Trying to keep my distance so I didn't startle them. I went all the way down around the edge of the park and I didn't see them anymore, so I thought they had heard me coming and they had gone about their business and got way, way away from me. And as I was coming back up toward the creek, I saw who I now know is Indy, a beautiful dog, running across the park. And I stopped. I thought, what is she running after? And then I saw several deer running in front of her. Now, she didn't like chase them, barking at them or anything like that. She kind of like ran with them, and then she ran back to her owner, who told me her name is Indy. He brings her down here to walk her in the park every morning, and the deer are here every morning, normally here at the creek, drinking their water, because this is before the people get here. I wanted to video the deer so I could show them to you guys, but sometimes you just gotta enjoy nature for what it is, and if you're not here for it, you're just not here for it. I just finished walking around the lower portion of the park, and immediately I want to go, okay, tomorrow I'm going to start doing like a halfway point up the hill and the lower part. But I also know logically that's where I always get myself tripped up at, is I think I'm doing great and then I attempt to progress too fast. So while I want to, this is one of those times where I'm going to have to hold back in order to keep my momentum up and just continue doing the lower portion of the park, so I don't cause myself to fail, because I get overly into something, and that's what I do. I just burn myself out, or I make myself sick. And this is one of those times where I am old enough to have learned from my past, and I need to implement it. So for the rest of the week, at least, we're going to continue walking the lower half, maybe further, because it is still winding me, which means, you know, maybe it's enough exertion for right now. We'll see. As I was walking through the back half, I heard flute music. So I'm excited. I don't know if I get to film it. People don't like always being on camera. But maybe you can hear it. Okay, I've came out of the woods into the main clearing. I still haven't found who's doing it. Oh, I think it's the man who works here. It's one of the workers that work here. He's playing a sugarcane pipe. He showed it to me. I'm sorry, a sugarcane flute. He showed it to me, but he seemed kind of shy and didn't start playing again until we walked off. But he's in the background. We're at Red Clay, which is where the Cherokee Council grounds were. It's one of my favorite places to go. Okay, I think we're going to stop sneaking and recording him now. It seems kind of mean. So far, I have gotten more out of this than I had anticipated. The original thought was if I could get up in the mornings and I could go for a walk every day, then I would be able to get a start on my physical health. But it quickly became apparent that these morning walks did so much more for me than just work on physical endurance. They have given me mental clarity in ways that I did not anticipate. They uplift my mood, but not just because I'm going for a walk. It's the walk outside, and it's because I get here first thing in the morning when it's still freezing cold and no one else has got here yet. So all of the animals are out and running around and kind of doing their morning frisky thing, trying to get into their day and enjoying the time before the humans get here. And I get to see them. And it does, like I said, so much more for me than I could have anticipated. It gives me a reason beyond my health to get up and keep doing this every day, which I think is something I need because I'm a kind of person who will let my health fall to the wayside really easily. But yeah. Anyway, that's my Friday thoughts this morning. Okay, so for the last couple of mornings, I have been trying to get here and sneak up on these deer in order to, oh, there they are, in order to catch them drinking at the water hole so I can video them. I got here this morning, they weren't there, so I decided to take an access road. Giving up on getting to see the deer this morning, I thought I had missed out on the shot. As I was going down the road, my phone went off to give me a notification. And we've been having some issues this morning because yesterday was a federal holiday, so money that was supposed to have gone into the bank has not, yada, yada, yada. So I go to look at my phone, and I hear all this leaf rustling. And I look up just in time to see that the deer have crossed the open access road in front of me, but are now in the woods where I can vaguely make them out moving, but there's no way for me to video it. Technology biting me in the butt. My own fault. And I gotta be honest, I think I've come down too far on this access road. I think I need to actually go back to get to where I'm supposed to be. Oops. I don't know. We'll keep walking, and if I need to, I'll turn around and go back. It's not a big deal. It's a park. How lost can one get? every day that I have come out here, it has been in the 30s except for one. But today is the coldest day by far because the wind is like cutting through me like nobody's business. And today is Saturday, so I have a Michael. But yeah, so I'm going to have to start dressing warmer, maybe get a scarf or something in order to not freeze my bum off on these super cold, windy days. Good morning, Indy. How are you this morning, huh? I feel like in order to catch my deer, I'm going to have to at least go up the ridgeline a bit. Yeah, that wore me out. But I really don't see anything wrong with adding this small hill. In the opposite direction. Must have found the dead body. And this is where Michael and I got married. Right down there. I came up from down there. And right here was where the ceremony was held. While all of our people got to sit here and watch. Return to this same spot every year on our anniversary and renew our vows between each other every year. Looks like we will definitely be getting rain today, which is why I'm not freezing my bum off right now. Gotta appreciate the small things.